On today's episode, we see the Cybertruck birthing tunnel take shape at Tesla's Gigafactory in Texas. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan is flexing his new Tesla. Elon Musk's car is getting mistaken for an asteroid. And a new Model Y has just arrived in America. Cybertrucks have begun flowing from the Cybertunnel at the factory. Drone operator Joe TM captured a small group of freshly made Cybertrucks exiting the tunnel through an opening shaped just like a Cybertruck's mouth, complete with its signature light bar. What we're witnessing are vehicles that have just rolled off the assembly line in Texas. From the assembly floor, the trucks move directly into an underground tunnel, drive beneath a divided highway, and emerge into the lot where Tesla stages its vehicles for delivery. They then head over to a big white building where they receive their final touches and charging before being loaded onto a transport truck. One important thing to note, the Cybertrucks we're seeing right now are not self-driven. They're being driven by people, which means the tunnel isn't operating as intended just yet. This underground passage was dug by Elon Musk's boring company back in 2024. Excavation began almost a year ago using the Prufrock 3 boring machine and was completed by June, when Prufrock emerged inside a new extension being constructed on the south end of the Gigafactory. That extension became not only the end of the line for Cybertruck production, but also a giant, water-cooled supercomputer data center for autopilot development. And that's where the real goal for the Cybertunnel lies. Going underground only makes the drive from the factory to the staging lot a bit shorter, maybe a couple of minutes, not a huge deal on its own. But imagine if Tesla could combine this tunnel with autonomous driving. Instead of a person driving the truck, dropping it off, and then coming back to pick up another, the trucks could simply move themselves from point A to point B with full self-driving (FSD). That would not only save labor, but is said to save Tesla 240 seconds of production time per vehicle, a time saving that really adds up when applied across tens of thousands of vehicles. There's no exact timeline yet on when Cybertrucks will transition to self-driving, but word on the street is that it will happen in the first half of this year. Not only would that be a huge milestone for Tesla, but it would also be a great sign for the Boring Company, since even the Tesla vehicles operating in the Boring Company loop at the Las Vegas Convention Center are still being driven by people, and that's definitely holding the system back from reaching full efficiency. I was watching a video the other day of someone riding the loop from the convention center to a nearby hotel, and there's a lot of time wasted sitting at red lights and waiting around for no apparent reason. This shows that the Boring Company is in desperate need of some automation improvements, hopefully starting in the Cybertunnel and spreading quickly. Tesla is all about pushing boundaries with cutting-edge technology, and it got me thinking about how we can bring that same level of innovation into our daily lives. We all know that Joe Rogan has been the proud owner of a Tesla Model S Plaid for a few years now. While it's a badass vehicle straight from the factory, Tesla doesn't offer much in the way of customization. So, for that, you need to go to a third party, and that's exactly what Rogan did by turning his ride over to Unplugged Performance. Unplugged Performance delivered some unique upgrades. The company describes Joe's vision for the final vehicle as a perfect blend of class and aggression that can be driven daily. You can see the 19-piece widebody kit made from PrepReg carbon fiber, including flared rear wheel arches that add 3 inches to the width of the Model S. Inside those widened fenders, they used their notoriously lightweight and damn near indestructible Up-03 forged monoblock wheels, measuring 21 by 10 inches in the front and 21 times 11 1/2 inches in the rear. The rear is paired with 285 by 30 and 305 by 30 Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires for front and rear. The carbon fiber rocker panels include an integrated, advanced manufacturing aerodynamic shark fin at the front wheels to control airflow around the massive front wheel arches. They've also added a dramatic carbon diffuser and a carbon rear lip spoiler. The paint, which was in stock, is now resprayed in a nice shade of pearl white with hints of blue and covered in satin paint protection film. This 1,020 horsepower beast needs solid brakes, so they've added carbon ceramic discs and forged billet suspension arms. As for the interior, it was custom designed and executed using a one-off roll of Von Hohlhausen white bamboo leather combined with black all-contra accents. Now here's a little side quest for you. If the name Von Hohlhausen rings a bell, you'd be correct. It's a material innovation company making award-winning advanced materials from plants to replace plastic, and it was founded by former car designer Vicky Von Hausen. Vicky who, by the way, is from von Holhausen, is, of course, the wife of the guy behind nearly all of Tesla's lineup designs. If you missed it, the chief of design at Tesla himself has always noted that Joe has communicated his love for his Tesla Model S Plaid and his support for unplugged performance. But it was a whole new ballgame to finally build a car for the man himself when he notified Unplugged Performance that he wanted them to build him an S-Apex. The team was excited, to say the least. You know the Tesla Roadster that SpaceX launched into orbit in 2018? Well, it's generated a new headline. We did not expect to find that astronomers mistook an asteroid for it. Turns out, during its grand Cosmos voyage, the Roadster reappeared somewhere less than 150,000 miles from Earth and was initially mistaken by scientists as just an unusual asteroid. And honestly, we can't really blame them. There aren't many cars floating around up there. Elon even commented on the news, saying, "My car is orbiting Earth and Mars." We showed you the new Model Y launch in China the other week. And now it's time for the rest of the world to get a piece of that cyber-looking Model Y. The new Tesla Model Y is available in the US exclusively as the Launch Series, a long-range, all-wheel drive variant. The price starts at $60,000 in the US, $85,000 in Canada, and $61,000 in Europe. Here's the very first new Model Y off the line in Germany, which all the employees involved signed. The Launch Series is obviously a higher trim, priced $112,000 more than the old Model Y long-range AWD, and will be followed by cheaper versions later. It's actually a good deal if you're considering the added features. Essentially, this is just a fully loaded Model Y with all the options and accessories attached. And by the way, check out the custom entry animation that plays when you boot up the Launch Series Model Y. Tesla has reportedly received over 130,000 orders for the new Model Y in just 16 days. After its launch in China alone, we've also seen reviews from content creators, hands-on reviewers like CarWow, Top Gear, and Kyle from Out of Spec Tesla. We personally think Kyle's video is the most thorough and enjoyable so far. These new reviews have revealed that there's so much more changed with the Model Y than we'd expected, even down to the smallest details. Tesla says that up to 50% of the parts in the car are new, as noted by Vice President of Finance Sandel Palani. Our team is putting a lot of effort into improving what is already the best-selling car in the world. And that's the beauty of it. When something obviously works, there's immense pressure not to break what doesn't need fixing. And here's an interesting twist. We discovered that the broken-up front light bar, as opposed to a full one, is actually a brilliant design choice. The new Model Y light show is that much cooler. It uses every light in the system, including the ambient lights inside. All new Model Y built at Tesla's Fremont, Giga Texas, and Giga Berlin factories reportedly don't include any logo or badge on the front of the car, unlike the old Model Y. Only the new Model Y builds at Giga Shanghai have a front badge. It seems Tesla is moving toward a more logoless aesthetic. Is this a good thing? We're not sure. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. With the first vehicles now on the road and in showrooms, we've been told that customer delivery will begin in March. And as expected, the new Model Y looks especially stunning in solid black. Currently, the exclusive solid black variant from Giga Berlin isn't available in the US, but we have reason to believe it's coming soon, especially since a previously covered test vehicle from Giga Texas was spotted without covers in solid black. Plus, check this out. Here's the Model Y in ultra red from China, which was also seen in a video from California. The indirect reflective body panel taillight has become one of Tesla's standout features, proudly touted as a world first. Perhaps this is a great angle to show how it actually works. Definitely something to check out. Take a look at this close-up of the Tesla lettering in the taillight, a small detail that makes a big impression. Down below the load floor, the new Model Y now features a parcel shelf with a dedicated cutout, so you don't lose it. There are also new ways to fold the floor panel. And as you might know, the rear seats are now powered, so you can unfold them with just the touch of a button. Tesla claims they're the fastest power folding seats in the industry, and for that, the seatbelt hole was moved from the seat to the pillar, ensuring it doesn't get in the way. Plus, as per usual, Tesla has thought of everything. The front seats automatically move forward when the rear seats are folded down, so the rear seat headrests don't hit the front seats. We'll end this list with a rather niche topic for current owners. The annoying deep resonance tone from the rear of the car has been eliminated. The new Model Y is popping up in showrooms everywhere right now, so you may be able to go and check it out. Let us know what you think if you do.